Good morning, students. Today we are going to study about the new chapter in part A, that is reconstitution of partnership firm. So before going to study the admission of a partner, we have to know what are all the changes made in the profit sharing ratio among the partners. So there is some of the conditions when there is the changes among the partners, because when starting the business itself they created the agreement between the partners. So as per the agreement they will continue the partnership firm, but due to some condition or situation, changes in the business, competitors or some other reason, the partners among the business they will agree among themselves to change some of the policies which is already created among themselves. That is, there may be changes in the profit sharing ratio among the partners, or how to treat the amount value of goodwill. Okay, and there is some of the conditions we have to know what are all the conditions. And reconstitution means that is the partnership business, if there is any changes in the agreement or relations of the partners, at that time there is the reconstitution. Reconstitution means there is a changes to be made between the partners. So we are going to study in what factors they will make certain changes. In what factors there may be the changes among the partners. So the reconstitution happens in the changes in the profit sharing ratio. Okay, changes in the profit sharing ratio. Next, when there is the admission of new partner, retirement of a partner, death of a partner, and amalgamation of two partnership firm. Okay, so in these cases the reconstitution will happen among the partners. So first we are going to see the changes in the profit sharing ratio of the existing partners. So when there is a changes in the ratio of the existing partners without admission of a new partner or without retirement or death of the partner, in that case also it results in reconstitution of the partnership firm. So the changes may be mostly made only there is a changes in the capital of the partners. Okay, so as a result, this change in the profit sharing ratio, one or more partners may get extra share of profit. So in the changes in the profit sharing ratio of the existing partners, when it is happened, that is mostly made when there is a changes in the capital of the partners. When there is a changes in the capital of the partners. So in that case there is a change in the profit sharing ratio also. Keep in your mind. So at that time the one of the partner may get the extra share in the profit. So other partner, that partner may gaining the more amount, and another partner should compensate the partner. Should compensate certain amount. So who is compensating the amount? He is the losing partner. Okay. Next, admission of a partner. A new partner can be admitted into the partnership firm only with the consent of all the partners. So mostly the new partner is admitted to the partnership firm. At that time the partner will bring certain amount into the business, that is the additional capital introduced by the new partner. Okay, for example, see A and B are the partners sharing the profit in the ratio of 2:1. So they decided to admit the new partner C into the partnership firm with a 1/4 share in the profit. So at that time the new agreement will be created among the partnership firm, that is the reconstitution. It is called as reconstitution. Okay, the next one is retirement of a partner. So a partner may retire with the consent of the partners or with the express agreement. By giving the notice to the other partners, the partner may retire from the partnership business. Okay, so at that time also the profit sharing ratio will be changed. Okay, so for example, A, B and C, there are three partners sharing the profit sharing ratio 3:2:1, and C is the partner is willing to retire from the business. The retirement, so the retirement will result in reconstitution of the partnership business. So at that time they have to create a new agreement among the other existing partners relating to the calculations of profit sharing ratio, goodwill, and how to calculate the amount of goodwill and all. So we will study. So in each and every chapter we will study all the important topics. Okay, next, death of a partner. So at the time of death of the partner also, the partnership will come to an end immediately. So all the dues of the deceased partner, the deceased means the the partner who's died, no, that is partner is called as the deceased partner. Okay, so at that time all the dues to be settled to the legal person or to the executor of the deceased partner. So if there is any due, that amount to be paid by the other partner to the executors of the deceased partner who is in charge of the deceased partner. Okay, so at that time also there is a reconstitution of the partnership firm. Okay, next one is the amalgamation of two partnership firm. For example, Raja and Yogesh are the partners sharing the profit sharing ratio in the 2:1. They found they are unable to meet the competition and unable to meet the cost. So they decided to amalgamate the firm with the another company, that is King and Singh, who are sharing the profit equally. So at that time they decided to create a new profit sharing ratio, that is 4:3:2:4. Now there is a 4 partners because it is amalgamated with the another person. So there are 4 partners. So at that time also it will result in reconstitution of the partnership business. Okay, the next we are going to see changes. First we are going to study about changes in the profit sharing ratio. Okay, changes in the profit sharing ratio. See, first one is changes in the profit sharing ratio. First you are going to see the problems relating to the changes in the profit sharing ratio. Okay, see, changes in the profit sharing ratio. Sometimes it is decided by the partners to make the changes in the existing profit sharing ratio, and it leads to change in the ratio of the existing partners without admission or retirement or death. At that time it results in reconstitution of the firm. Okay, that is a changes in profit sharing ratio without any admission or retirement or death. If the partners are decided to change the existing profit sharing ratio in order to create a new profit sharing ratio, at that time also it results in reconstitution of the partnership business. Okay, so that is, keep in mind the change in the existing profit sharing ratio is mostly made when there is a change in the capital of partners. It's a very important point. Okay, it's a very important point. When there is a need of creating a new profit sharing ratio, when there is a need, only when there is a changes in the partners capital, there is a change in the existing profit sharing ratio. First point. Okay, when there is a changes in the capital of the partners, there is a changes in the existing profit sharing. Existing means old. profit sharing ratio. That is the first point. As a result of this change in the profit sharing ratio, one or more partners may get the extra share of the profit. So a partner who is gaining on account of such change should compensate the partner who is losing on account of such change. Okay, so when there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio, definitely one or more partners will get the extra share in the profit. So the person who is gaining the amount, okay, should compensate the partner who is losing the amount. They have to share the amount with the other partners. Okay, this is the changes in the profit sharing ratio. So even if there is no admission of a new partner, retirement, death, and if there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio, it also leads to the reconstitution of the partnership firm. This is the first point. So second point is, when there is a changes in the new profit share, when there is a changes in the existing profit sharing ratio, we have to know when there is a changes in the partner's capital, at the time there is a changes in the existing profit sharing ratio. Okay, this is second point. What is the third point? So when there is a changes in the existing profit sharing ratio, one or more partners may get the extra share in the profit. So the person who is gaining the amount will compensate the amount with the person who is losing the amount. Okay, this is the first point. So now in this heading we are going to do certain problems. Okay, so see, what is the first one? Adjustments. So before that there is an example sum. See the example sum. Gore and Kale were partners sharing the profit in the ratio of 1:1. That is the existing profit sharing ratio. They decided to share the profit in the ratio of 3:2. In such a case, if we assume the total profit of the firm was 100, so we are assuming that total profit was 100. Earlier they were getting 50:50, but now they decided to share the profit in the ratio of 3:2. So 3/5 to 3/5 for Gore and 2/5 for Kale. Okay, so Gore will get rupees 60 and Kale will get rupees 40. In such a case, who is the gainer? Gore is the gainer. Okay, and Kale is the sacrificing. So how it is possible? When by in means of old profit sharing ratio, 50 is for Gore and 50 is for Kale. But after the changes in the profit sharing ratio, what is the amount? There is extra 10 rupees for Gore and 10 rupees is less for Kale. So who is the gaining person? Gore is the gaining person and Kale is the loser person. Okay, so in this case, the person who is getting the amount, so who is getting the extra amount, that is the Gore. That capital, partner's capital account is to be debited, and who is the loser? That partner capital account to be credited. Okay, why we are debiting? Because Gore is the gainer, but we are debiting that person capital account. What is the reason? Because he is the gainer person, but he is compensating the extra 10 rupees to the another person who is the loser, no? So he is compensating his amount. So the 10 rupees reduced from his capital. So only we are debiting the Gore capital account. Now Kale is receiving the amount from the Gore. So now the Gore capital account is 40, but it is increased to 50 because he has received 10 rupees from the Gore. So only the Kale capital account is credited. This is the reason. Okay. Okay. The next we are going to study adjustments to be done when there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio. What are all the adjustment we have to make certain adjustment when there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio. So first one is we are going to study about how to calculate the sacrificing ratio and how to calculate the gaining ratio, and what is the treatment of goodwill, and what is the treatment of reserves and accumulated profit, how to prepare the revaluation account, that is how to revalue the assets and liabilities, how to prepare the partner's capital account and adjustment of capital. Okay, so these are all the topics, these are all the adjustments we are going to study when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. This is a very important topic because we will use this all these topics in admission of a partner, retirement and death. Okay, so first we are going to see how to calculate the sacrificing ratio. So we already studied what is the sacrificing ratio. The ratio in which the partner sacrificing their share of profit in the favor of the new partner or incoming partner. New partner or incoming partner. That is called as the sacrificing ratio. The formula is old profit sharing ratio minus new profit sharing ratio. Okay. What is the gaining ratio? The share of the retiring partner. So at the time of admission we will calculate the sacrificing ratio. Keep in mind. Okay, so at the time of admission we will calculate the sacrificing ratio. Okay, at the time of retirement we will calculate the gaining ratio. At the time of retirement we have to calculate the gaining ratio. So what is mean by gaining ratio? So when the partner is retiring from the partnership business, the retiring partner's share is purchased by the other remaining partners. Okay, so the ratio in which they purchasing the retiring partner's share is known as the gaining ratio. So the person who is retiring from the partnership business, so the retiring partner's share will be purchased by the other partners. Okay, so at that time, for example, if there is a 3 partner, C is retiring from the business and C is having the share of 2, means this that is the ratio 3:2:2, for example. So the share of C will be purchased by A and B. So now the A will get the extra 1 share and B will get the extra 1 share in the profit. Okay, so at that time we have to calculate the gaining ratio. That is, the formula is new profit sharing ratio minus old profit sharing ratio. Okay, this is the first calculation. So see the first sum, illustration 1. So there are 3 partners, they are sharing the profit equally. So they decided to share the profit in the ratio of 5:3:2. So they has to calculate the sacrificing ratio or gaining ratio of the partners. What is the old ratio? That is 1:1:1. New ratio 5:3:2. Okay. So what is the formula? That is the old profit sharing minus new profit. It's very easy sum. So you have to use your mathematical rules by taking the LCM. Okay, and you have to find the sacrificing ratio. It's a very simple sum. So do the illustration 2. Second sum as a homework sum. You have to do the illustration 2 as a homework sum. Okay. So next we are going to see the second topic. What is the treatment of goodwill when there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio? So first topic we finished. How to calculate the sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio when there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio. Okay, that first topic we finished. Second one is what is the treatment of the goodwill when there is a changes in profit sharing ratio. So there is a two conditions to calculate the amount of goodwill. So there is a two treatment. See the first one. When the existing goodwill, existing means old goodwill, appearing in the books of the firm. Books of the firm means balance sheet. Keep in mind, books of the firm is balance sheet. So what is the meaning for that? If the goodwill is already in the balance sheet, so in the sum there will be one balance sheet, that is the old balance sheet. So if the amount of goodwill is already appear in the old balance sheet, how we have to treat that amount of goodwill? That is the condition. See, what is a journal entry? So first one is goodwill given in the balance sheet will be debited to the existing partners capital account. Existing means old partners. Existing partners capital or current account. Okay, and following journal entry is recorded at the time of the goodwill written off by the existing partner. Written off means it reduced by the written off means we have to written off, we have to reduce the amount of goodwill. Because what is the reason? Because they decided to make some changes in their profit sharing ratio. At that time they have to return off the amount of goodwill if it is appearing in the balance sheet. That's all. Okay, and we already studied there is a two types of capital, fixed capital and fluctuating capital. When the capital are fixed, what is the journal entry? When the capital are fluctuating, what is the journal entry? Okay, so see, when the capital are fixed, the journal entry is old partners capital account debtor to goodwill account. When the capital are fluctuating, old partners when capital are fixed, old partners current account, because we prepare the current account and capital account in the fixed capital method. But in fluctuating capital method, we will not prepare the current account, we directly prepare the capital account. So only in fixed capital method we are debiting the partner's current account, and in fluctuating capital method we are debiting the old partner's capital account. Okay, so very simple. What is the first condition? When the goodwill appeared in the balance sheet, that is the old goodwill. So now they are reconstituting the business firm, partnership firm, that is there is a changes. So when there is a changes, they have to return off the amount of goodwill if it is appear in the balance sheet. So what is the journal entry? If the capital are fixed, old partners current account debtor to goodwill account, and if the capital are fluctuating, old partner capital account debtor to goodwill account. Okay, next condition is when the goodwill is appearing in the adjustment. Adjustment means that is below the balance sheet. There will be one information, no, that is the following or the given information, that is the adjustment. It is below the balance sheet. Okay, so if the goodwill is appeared in the adjustment, how we have to treat? Next we are going to see the partners adjust the goodwill when there is a change in the profit sharing ratio. So gainer partner will be debited, because we already studied, no. So gainer partner is debiting the partner capital account. Why? What is the reason? Because he is sacrificing his amount to the another partner. Okay, so sacrificing partner will be credited. What is the reason? Because he is getting certain amount from the person who is giving, that is a gainer partner. So gainer partner account to be debited and sacrificing partner account debtor to be credited. Okay, so in this case also there is a two method, when capital are fixed and capital are fluctuating. So when the capital are fixed, instead of capital account we are just writing the current account. That is only the difference. See, gainer, the person who is compensating the amount is the gainer. The person who is, that is the person who is losing is the sacrificing. So the gainer partner will compensate certain amount to the sacrificing partner. So only we are debiting the gainer partner current account. If it is a fixed, current account we are writing. To sacrificing partner, current account. If it is capital are fluctuating, gainer partner capital account debtor to sacrificing partner capital account. That's all. It's a very simple. Okay, keep in your mind, this is the very important treatment of goodwill. So what is the first treatment? When the goodwill is appeared in the, if the goodwill is appeared in the balance sheet, it is the old goodwill. So we have to return off. So we have to return off. When the capital are fixed, what is the journal entry? When the capital are fluctuating, what is the journal entry? The second treatment is when the goodwill is appearing in the adjustment. So the gainer partner to be debited and sacrificing partner to be credited. Okay, so today's, it's enough for today's class. We will continue the problems. So today you just write the heading. What is that? Reconstitution of partnership firm, and what are all the factors? First one is changes in profit sharing ratio, admission of a partner, retirement, death and amalgamation. Okay, you write this theory part. And put the heading changes in the profit sharing ratio and adjustment to be done when there is a changes in the profit sharing ratio. Put the heading, write this 5 topics, and first we completed the first one, how to calculate the sacrificing ratio and gaining ratio. Write the formula, okay, and do the 2 sums. The next one is put the heading treatment of goodwill, and write when there is existing goodwill, write the 2 theory part and also the journal entry. Okay, so next class we will see how to do the problems relating to the treatment of goodwill. Okay, thank you students.